I'm really hoping I don't get picked for juries. Like, I gotta go to jury duty, but they still have to decide if I'm gonna be on the jury or not. I'm really hoping I'm not. Just 'cause I don't really want to fucking do it. Theme.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look.
The theme is reason versus resolve. I mean, Zeral has a reason. It's not a good reason, but it's a reason.
What's that?
As far as I'm aware.
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits.
Leveling Bard, it's one of the easier DPS. Bard is my
Through hard
range
work,
DPS that I play.
citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by
Yeah, I've been a
spare
healer
souls.
since day one, and then I
It's the
did
way
I
of
did
life
tank for
Alexandrians and has been for quite some
6.1 through
time.
5, and now I'm DPS. And they fucked over Viper.
But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to
So they're just paying
comprehend.
for souls. That's so creepy.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing.
Yeah, thank you. I mean,
Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is.
yeah, I know. Sphina's reason.
I'd like to
yeah, no.
understand.
Sphina's reason. Zorala's
Won't you tell us some
I-
of your
I
realm's
know.
history?
right. No, I'm aware, Mimicutie. I'm aware. You need both to run a nation. But Zeral is also fucking nuts. There's a oh. I didn't mean to cough. With knowledge comes appreciation. It's Mimi? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I do want to know how this happened.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
She sounds like Cryo.
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during
okay, I
which
didn't know
time
that.
severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year.
She does sound like Cryo, though.
The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds.
Sounds like where I live.
Crops failed.
It sounds like where
livestock
how I used to live,
starved.
because it doesn't rain near as much as it did when I was a kid. Same voice actress, I could see that.
But amidst
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
I'm gonna go get a sandwich. I'm gonna be right back. I'm really hungry. Actually, I'll wait till this is over.
one day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use
Electrope
in
is how you
myriad
say it, okay.
inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits,
Yep.
some resorted to taking Electrope from others.
And your nation came out on top.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and
I still think
then
she's an Ascian.
in every
Until
aspect
otherwise-
of combat where an advantage
Until otherwise
might be
stated,
had.
I'm pretty sure she's an
This
Ascian had dealt
served
with
only
yet.
to exacerbate the ore shortage,
Or at least she's a-
leading to
she's
further
a,
escalation. Before long, the
start of one.
entire world was engulfed in a terrible
Kinda like how
war
Fandaniel
known
was
as the
in
Storm
Amon.
Surge. As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass
That's a new theory?
destruction.
Van Daniel is just a
They
no.
deployed it
No,
on
Van
the
Daniel's not the
front
best
lines
character.
and triggered a
Him itself is
calamity of
100%
frightful
right
magnitude.
in his assessment of
Not even their own
Hermes.
scientists had anticipated
Was
the force
that's
of
sophistry
the
and you
lightning
know
that was
it.
unleashed.
I'm the first to say
The
that, really?
energy inundated the
I just
entire
what
continent,
this kind of throws me off.
laying it to waste.
This is a shard. I can see that. No,
So
it's
that's how your
Emmett
world
Selk,
came to be
and
this
then
way.
it's Hythlodaeus. Oh, Vanaz the best. Vanaz mommy. Sounds like an awful lot like an Umbral Calamity. I can see that. I hope one day we get to see it. I know Vanaz not. Vanaz can't be
You truly
reincarnated.
know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
Yeah, it must have happened at the same time we had him.
But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin.
Hythlodaeus elf. I can see that.
Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
You're still ripping out somebody's soul
That's-
and, like,
Quite a tale.
getting rid of it from the cycle. Right, they're traumatized by death itself.
Your Majesty, help me. I beg you, help
Huh?
me.
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one. But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any.
Huh?
Please.
How many times you
must
died?
Do something.
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work.
Oh, never mind.
Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for
That's
souls.
different then. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you broke.
That's not true. I'm a fighter at the Arcadian.
Oh.
Rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
Oh, so he did have a job.
I
Zoral
see.
got rid of his job.
You're a brave warrior of the arena.
That's
I
what
want
the
to
souls
help
make it so they
you,
can just
I
kill each other.
Sincerely do, but I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight.
That's fair. That's valid.
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
And that's valid as well.
You're useless.
Right, that would make
Queen,
sense. He just drank
your
himself to
but
death over and over
name.
again. And that's immediately what I thought, was he just been drinking himself to death over and over. Because otherwise he wouldn't have run out of souls. He would still have them.
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
Her Majesty. Nah.
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man.
Interestingly enough, Cryle wouldn't have a shard. She wouldn't have a shard on
Hear
this
me.
reflection.
Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you
Like
to
she
live.
wouldn't have one. Because she's from here. So her shard is
I
on
love all of you equally.
is on
dearly.
Eorzea. Or
You
well,
are as family to me, and
the star,
it
whatever
pains
it's
me
called.
to see you deny yourself hope.
unless she is Cryle's shard.
I want you
Which doesn't
to
make any
find a
sense.
happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out
But
there,
she also doesn't have
somewhere,
one of these, does
is a
she?
reason for you to smile again.
Sphene decided not to have one, unless that thing on her head is
We
her
all
crown
need
counts.
to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will
Cryle
always be
Sataru?
willing to
Oh,
lend
you know
you.
what? That wouldn't surprise me. That'd be kind of interesting, but to people, the shards are similar to
Yes,
each other.
Mum.
It's what I've seen is the shards tend to
Even
be.
without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9.
Yeah, it does seem like most of the time shards, even if you're different races,
I
they still
apologize
are
for
like
my
similar
rudeness.
personality. And Kryl and Tataru are
Good day
very
to
different
you.
characters. Tataru is way too crafty. Kryl's intelligent, but I don't think she has that kind of like craftiness in her that Tataru does.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Right, but that has nothing to do with Kryl though. I mean, Kryl is Kryl's got a lot of mana too, but there's a lot of ether, but I don't think that really has anything to do with her being a shard.
Visited all the main
I think it's just
facilities.
her.
With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life.
Yeah.
Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws.
I mean, people are dependent on it.
For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
People will just have to come to terms with death.
No.
That's a huge upheaval. I don't think you could.
I
at this
know it
point,
isn't
unless
easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right?
She
Then we
probably
could
doesn't
work
want to do
together
anything.
to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go
Right,
from there.
souls are kind of like their thing. And it comes from their fear of death. Like they're traumatized. That trauma is probably ingrained in like the instinctual DNA. 'Cause it's been so many years.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
Okay. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well,
That
it was
the
lovely
souls
showing you
explain
around.
Arcadian though, because there's that one character turned into like I saw a clip. I got spoiled for the second raid,
Of course.
and how one
Of
character turns into a
course.
giant fucking bee. That does explain that.
Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Zorolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much.
Get my new weapon. Oh, yes, it's off. I'm like, I don't trust you. You consider me a friend? I mean, just keep
It
in mind,
seems
don't get
I've
too
no
parasocial.
choice but to continue down this path.
Just don't get too parasocial, okay? A little bit's okay, but not a lot. You gotta realize, I'm just a streamer.
Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
A little bit of parasocial is fine, but you gotta keep it down. You can't be shouting to the world that I'm Professor Amalgam's friend. Like, no offense, I don't know y'all like that yet. I don't know y'all like that. As much as I would love to say, Yo, these are all my friends. Like, there are viewers that I have that are friends, and there are other people that are just my chat that are also my fans and people who want to hang out with me. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a snack. Well, not a snack. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. I'll put an ad on because I'm hungry.